Let me see just one last one from the front. Let's get out of here.
We don't articulate as Black women our pain because it's almost like nobody ever gave us permission to do that.
With the light that I have now, as a white woman who leads a Black-led sport and celebrated here, I want to show a light on Black women. They don't get the media coverage that they deserve.
A new statue in Times Square we're told, turning heads. It's making people not only stop and stare, but also reflect. A rare feat in the middle of one of the busiest places in the world. Zinnia Maldonado shows us why.
At 12 feet tall, in the middle of Times Square, stands a bronze sculpture of a young woman.
It's instantly stood out. It's powerful.
It's so tall and big.
The sculpture, created by artist Thomas Price, was unveiled at Duffy Square last week, and in just a matter of days, it has stopped hundreds in their tracks. Who is she? Well, technically, she's whoever you want her to be.
Me being a plus-size Black woman, I kind of looking at it was just like, oh, I wonder what me as a small child would have thought looking at something like that. Representation.
The piece is part of a series called Grounded in the Stars, which Gene Cooney, director of Times Square Art, says confronts preconceived notions of identity and representation.
To have this work here is making a statement, potentially asking questions about what we value as a city, as a society, and hopefully it's a tribute to our shared humanity.
Tourists and New Yorkers we spoke with expressed different interpretations of what she represents to them.
It's a plus-size woman. I'm a plus-size man. I'm African-American. It's the African-American woman statue. So just seeing another piece for me to stop and just have a moment with was very powerful.
Back out, so we finished
It's a
the
wrap.
first episode.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. I need a drink. I need a drink. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. And we gonna eat. We gonna drink. We gonna party. We gonna eat. We gonna drink. And we gonna be back tomorrow.
Meanwhile, in the back, they're like working.
Okay, come back.
I think a lot of people would agree that the original purpose of art was to identify and inspire beauty and the divine. And in that regard, I don't know that a lot of men inspire to be the sidekick of loud, aggressive, overweight women. I don't know that a lot of Black men aspire to that position for themselves. And when I think about the statue that's being placed in Times Square now, that's what it seems like the intent ultimately is. That is your point of inspiration. You want me to aspire to see the beauty and the divinity in a loud, obnoxious, overweight Black woman. And I keep saying loud and obnoxious and aggressive because that has become the actual reputation of the modern Black woman. There are way too many viral videos and news stories of random Black women in random places, malls, fast food restaurants, and traffic, doing the most absurd things, twerking, fighting, arguing, cursing out the staff, insulting random people, getting arrested, getting shot at, shooting people. The list just goes on. And so this image of the Claire Huxtable Black woman, the old school, post-slavery, long-suffering, deep in nobility Black woman, it just doesn't really exist in the minds of most modern people. And so now you have this left-wing cultural attempt to impose that image onto the rest of us when it is just not the image that most of us seem to encounter in real life, or especially online where the content kind of comes at you this way. The propaganda effort to deify modern black women is not landing the way people think it is. It is only creating a counter meme effect where the statue itself has now become a point of mockery for black women in general. The statue is only going to point out how people are just becoming more and more frustrated with the public image of black women. And, you know, you can call it racism. People will love to hide behind the idea that it's racist, but it's merely a fact of when you encourage a particular individual all the time and tell them that everything is great, nothing they do is bad, everything bad in their life is somebody else's fault, you will not get the kind of behavior that other people are going to be drawn to and attracted to. And this has kind of become a problem with a lot of the modern black female image. It has so much positive reinforcement, so much media and public deification, that the idea that nobody can tell me nothing has become a standard practice for a lot of black women, and most people do not care for that. And so you can place the statues in public all you want, but you won't get the love that you're looking for.
Hey, so many of you may be looking at this picture and wondering, oh my goodness, what happened to that beautiful lady? Did she get sick on this boat? Did she pass out? Is she having a medical issue? Did she get heat stroke? No. This woman refused to get off of this boat and caused people to get sick, have to sit in the heat for long periods of time, while she sat there like a 5-year-old with her arms folded, refusing to get off of this boat. As you can see, the police had to come and physically remove her from her seat. Now, she and her mom and her son, who is about 8 or 10 years old, are passengers on the Carnival Glory. This is them getting ready to go on an excursion. Now, if you've cruised before, you know when you go on an excursion, you have to get wristbands. Her mom and her son did not have wristbands, and they were asked to get off of the boat. She refused. She even made herself heavy, stiff, and made it hard for them to remove her. So this woman police officer slid her over in her seat, got her down on the ground, lifted her up by underneath her arms. This other policeman came and they carried her off of the boat because she refused to move. Meanwhile, her child is off of the boat on the side watching all of this, completely embarrassed, and he is in tears. This is her son standing with someone that works at the dock while they are trying to get her up off of the boat. You can see that he's clearly saddened. I know he's embarrassed, and I know this is ruining his vacation.
They made that flight. You did. And you think you're gonna check me in? I bet you we won't. Hey?
I paid for a ticket.
And you I paid for a ticket. For agent assistant, and you checked in 3 hours later. Hello.
I just said that I.
Get on your flight.
Yeah, I just said that I would pay the $25.
And you thought you was gonna get on your flight. And you thought you was gonna get on your flight. And you thought you was gonna get on your flight. And you thought you was gonna get on your flight.
I literally paid for a ticket. I'm here 30 minutes. I'm here 30 minutes before my flight, and they're not letting me check in.
And you're not getting on your flight
because it's a policy. We don't control that.
And you will never fly.
You were about to let me check in. You were about to let me check in, and you decided that you ain't gonna let me check in.
Make me check you in.
You literally work for a company that I bought a plane ticket for. I'm here 30 minutes before the flight.
Can you please leave, sir?
No.
Can you please leave my personal space?
I'm not in your personal space. This is not your personal space. This is
my stationery.
This is not your personal space. You work for a company. This is not your personal space.
We ain't gotta worry about it.
You don't have to worry about it. You're literally not doing your job for a customer that has paid for a plane ticket to get home.
I told you to stop putting the camera on me, sir.
I'm literally here at Frontier. I bought a ticket and they are not letting me check in. For no reason whatsoever.
you said you're never flying the airline again, so we might as well help you out and have you not fly the airline.
I've already bought a ticket. I've literally already bought a ticket, and this is your reaction.
There's video of an altercation that became physical. Okay, you're telling me it's not getting physical, but we have a video that shows the physical encounter.
Okay. I hit him? That I hit him?
Yes. 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 There's a video of it where you slap the phone off his hand and then you grab this earpieces or whatever, and then they broke it and everything. So we have that part of it. You're saying you never did that? I don't know where, but we have a video.
Okay.
Okay? So, based on that video, okay, by Florida, okay, we have domestic battery. Okay, you know what domestic battery is? It's when two couples, father and son, share custody, they get into a physical altercation. When that comes in place, okay, we have no choice but for the aggressor, we have to take him to county jail. So you will be replaced in custody and you'll be taken to county jail for domestic battery.
Sir, but I did not hit my husband. I did not.
We have a video, okay, where it shows the physical.
Can you guys call him here? Can you guys call him here? Say she hit him? All he wants to do is see my son. That's all this is about. Well, if I bring my son right now, he will have no problem.
At this point, it's beyond that. We're beyond that point.
He knows what he's doing.
We have to. There's
So what did she do? What did she do? She said stop video because I was upstairs. I could call him right now. It said stop video.
In fact, the love appears to be gone in a lot of arenas, and you can see that in something as common as the black male gender war, the black male female gender war. This is an obvious long-standing issue online where the men that are supposed to be the primary candidates for loving these women are quietly and often loudly just walking away. If you like what we do on this channel, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.
And you want me to sit in my seat and stand idly by and allow this craziness to happen?
We don't articulate as Black women our pain. I mean, maybe we're not complaining, but we're actually living life out loud, you know?